Greetings everyone, it's Kaz here, and I think today there would be some very happy and satisfied Activision executives around because Activision has again received praise as a company for now being a part of Fortune magazine's 100 best companies to work for. This is the second time in the last number of weeks Activision has received praise from Fortune magazine. A number of weeks ago, the company ranked third in Fortune magazine's most admired companies, which is just one of the most bizarre things I've ever heard of in my life. I really don't see how anyone could admire Activision, but apparently Fortune magazine does. So just today, Fortune are back at it again with loving Activision for some reason, as the magazine has released their list for the 100 best companies to work for in 2017, and Activision ranked number 66 on that list. They ranked number 77 last year, meaning this year is a bit of an improvement for them, and also this is the third year they've been on the list in a row. Activision CEO Bobby Kotick has released a statement. At Activision Blizzard, we hire the world's best talent to build new worlds. Our mission to inspire play, competition, and community connects hundreds of millions of people, and creating a great place to work is the key to serving them well. Activision was not only the only video game company to make the 100 best companies to work for list, but they were also the only video game publisher or company to make the list for the admired companies a few weeks back as well. It's honestly kind of weird to me, like there's really no other video game companies that can rival Activision in that respect. Like really? There's none. I would honestly expect EA to come before Activision. It's really weird that Fortune thinks so highly of Activision on a whole. Don't really see how Activision has done anything recently to be looked upon in such a positive light. Now, despite the fact I clearly dislike Activision, I'm not here to dispute how the employees are treated and how all that's going down. For all I know, I've never been to an Activision office in my life, so for all I know, this place in the 100 best companies to work for is 100% warranted. I've got no idea there. I'm not here to dispute that fact, but I do find it bizarre that it's the only video game company there again, especially since recently they had layoffs, and the fact that those layoffs did occur only a few weeks ago, it does seem to slightly contradict this. But because everyone seems to hate Activision, including myself, I really dislike them as a company. I'm sure they are very happy with what Fortune has done for them here twice in a row, because I'm sure they have improved Activision's public image in some way here. How drastically they may have done that, no one really knows for sure, and they especially need this public image boost, not only after the fact that everyone just hates Activision, but because after this week, Modern Warfare Remastered, or that DLC fiasco that happened with that game, where they announced they're charging for what they're calling a variety map pack, which is made up of 4 maps that were already in the original game released in 2007. It's like, what the hell? No remastered games I've ever heard of would charge for DLC that was already released 10 years ago. Everyone's been shitting on them for that this week, and they 100% deserve it. It really is just bizarre, especially since not only did that content come out 10 years ago, and yes, it is improved, but they're charging more for it than they did 10 years ago. I mean, Activision just loves the consumer, don't they? God almighty. This isn't even helped by the fact that Modern Warfare Remastered is already an add-on of sorts to Infinite Warfare. You need a digital deluxe version of Infinite Warfare to even have Modern Warfare Remastered at all. So in a weird way, you're paying for DLC that is already DLC to Infinite Warfare. So I guess my overall point is that I just don't see how anyone could be praising Activision for all this absolute BS. I just feel any attention Activision gets for being a positive company just isn't deserved. Activision really do a poor job of taking care of their customer, but they're just my thoughts on the topic at hand, and as always, I do suggest that you leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below. But that's enough from me. Thank you all very much for watching today's video. I'll see you all next time. Farewell.